Evening all. How we doing? It's Wednesday. I don't know whether I feel like this has been a long week or a short week. One or the other. Which is highly informative, I know. Just need a minute to recover myself, apparently. As one does on occasion. Bit frazzled today. Been fairly busy, so yeah, a little bit worn out. But it's all good. Weird bit of strange Fallout news, but yeah, it's all good. Looks like they're finally making their way back into the office over at Bethesda as well, so we might start seeing movement on stuff in the next little while. So that's cool. Hopefully they had a nice Christmas break. But for today, we're going to do another session in The Witcher 3, which I've been looking forward to. We're going to jump into Fallout 4 tomorrow. Yeah, looking forward to exploring a bit more of White Orchard and hopefully answering some questions I've currently got hanging over my head with this particular region. Still forgot to check the horse mods because I was going to do that, but I didn't get around to it today. Mind you, I was busy enough. You guys are all doing well? CDPR recently introduced a launcher to all of their games, including The Witcher, obviously, Cyberpunk, and so on. And it's really bloody annoying. It's like fucking Blizzard's Battle.net thing, and Rockstar have done the same thing as well. Like, I don't know why you're doing this, guys, but this is a thing that we abandoned like 10 plus years ago, and nobody wants to see it come back. Sod off with that crap. It's not a great thing. It's a minor irritation in the grand scheme of things, admittedly, bit of a first world problem, but still, fuck off with that shit. Nobody wants it. Nobody else cares. We all launch through Steam anyway, so which we still have to do before we get to the launcher. So just an annoying extra step that we don't need. Anyway, that rant out of the way. How are we doing, Cal? You all right? Let's move on. Play. There's dust all over my mouse pad for some reason. It's been that long since I cleaned the bloody thing. Well, I do have a cat now, I suppose. That kind of changes everything, doesn't it? Mostly for the better, but not when it comes to cleaning. I need to put the blanket that's on the sofa down there through the wash, because I think the cat's sneezing because I haven't washed it recently enough. She sits on it all the time though, so it's kind of a pain to get it off there. Anyway, my random life updates notwithstanding, we were mostly exploring around this region, White Orchard, and we did a big loop around the bottom, went around this way last time, and cleared off much of the question marks. We've got like gear and plans for crafting things and stuff. There's a quest over here, there's a whole bunch of other bits and pieces to find, and then there's the main story over here. We've also got this one here, in this area, where we got, excuse me, thoroughly beaten up last time. Looking, because I hit here and it was like, that's the end of the map. So I feel like the end of the map is kind of here or something. It's a bit weird. It's fine though. So yeah. I did have a theory that maybe the wooden sword here either has to be destroyed or used on the Wraith, and maybe that's why I couldn't do any damage to it. But we'll explore that later maybe. See if anything else comes up in the meantime. Otherwise, we've got, I think I'm going to go here first. No, I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to do this first to see what's happening here. Maybe hit these bits here. Then we'll come back and do this. And this stuff can be later. I think that's going to be the play. And also we stay away from quests and story stuff before everybody's sort of trickled in. Started a few minutes late today. Which is kind of the norm, but also, you know, kind of got distracted a little bit, so that's the way it goes, isn't it? Beep, beep, beep. Vehicle reversing. I feel like Dawn Whisper could do a better job of that particular joke than I ever could. There's a chirpy goat back there. Not been out this far yet.
Slower.
That is in fact the way I want to go. I assume about here is probably where we're going to start hitting the edge of the zone as well. It's a wolf chasing some deer from the look at it. Can't tell if there's anything out there I'm particularly bothered about going to get. Yeah. Not very ladylike of her. He's shooting over the road, which is probably going to make him no friends.
Come on now.
What that is, but it might be interesting. I'm beginning to get my head around which which sign is which now by name rather than just remembering the categories, the effects. Let's go. Looks like it needs some help. Need to get my rhythm on. Parried that one. Well, it went better for them than it did for me, I think, but oh, shit. Neckers, huh? And naked. Seen any of these guys yet? I assume necrophage oil will be the thing because they look like the sort of thing that would be vulnerable to necrophage oil, but whew, I nearly went horribly wrong. I nearly found myself in trouble there. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got that perk that lets me heal over time in a handy way for it massively extends the healing time of food. And therefore its healing capacity at the same time, so that's definitely a winner. Nothing to say or offer me for saving your little wussy butthole. Lots of things that presumably got killed by the neckers over here. Bunch of bodies over here, allegedly. They're a little hard to see,
Not
even
your
with
lucky day.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not going to keep going looking for rabbit pelts or whatever the heck those things are that are just tons of them out there, because I'll be doing that for ages. They're kind of a pain in the neck to spot, as I say. There we go. Let's have a look at the neckhead in bestiary entry, shall we? It's not a necrophage. That's interesting. An ogrid. Ogroid. Ogroid. I don't know how you say that. Oh, groid, I guess. Vulnerable against bombs, northern wind, because they're cold, and groid oil. Interesting. Take heed, gents, there's neckers under this here bridge. If you cross all at once without slowing or stopping, there's nothing to fear. If your cart throws an axle and you get stuck out here, well, close your eyes and pray to Melatelli. Okay. A lone necker is harmless, 5 are dangerous, 10 can kill even a veteran monster slayer. Particularly troublesome are larger, stronger individuals known as warriors, a rare breed of neckers, as well as the rare breed of neckers known as hukas. Not quite as informative as I was hoping it would be. Right. Now then. Sawmill, huh? As opposed to a, what, fit and healthy one? I assume, though, I can cook raw meat somewhere and use it to make food with, because it would seem like a useful thing to do. I'll probably sell it as well, but... Abandoned site, eh? Sword. I don't know what we've got here, but ghouls. All right. I don't know what number it ends on. That's the one I even want. Alright, anybody else? We're good. Now, I've helped out the locals. Area liberated, populace has returned. Wonderful.
He's hungry.
Question is, are they grateful? Or are they just going to be completely ignoring me like the last bunch? Hey, we didn't ask for your help. You helped off the get of your own back, so we're not paying you. Kind of attitude. Well, there's somebody I can trade with, so I mean there's that at least. Grindstone. Items have been enhanced. No animation to go with it though? It's a bit disappointing. Good. All these bodies out in the woods, isn't it? Sunset. I want to meditate my way around till morning, to be honest, just so I can get some cool pictures. But for now, I'm going to talk to this merchant.
Greetings.
The epic weird glasses that they have in this game.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
What? The ingredients, huh? A few things I don't recognise there, but there's anything I really want to sell right now. That'll do. Cool.
Farewell.
Well, it's not exactly a great stock up, but
Thanks for everything.
Godspeed your work. Hey, well met.
grateful, but not grateful enough to actually pay me or anything. Where's my horse? There it is. Alright. So the next stop's going to be out this way, really. We'll wait for the morning and then I can see what's happening.
Old oak tree grew inside her with devilish glee. Drinks it down in greedy slugs. Then comes
Freak.
devil head hurts.
I don't know, you've only got your place of employment back because I was kind enough to stop by and risk my life fighting the monsters that are taking over. What do I get for thanks? I get called names. That's bloody gratitude for you, isn't it?
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears.
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Oh, sunshine, you are fucking not. You might become bear dinner. You ain't gonna hunt the buggers. Pretty ride through the woods on these silver birches in the morning. Quite lovely, isn't it? Some trouble up ahead. Terribly surprising. Looks like it might be bandits. Yeah.
Your arse is mine.
Shut up and fight.
Got him. Apparently out of, well, not overburdened with food. Let's, watch some bread. Put out too much trouble, those guys, which is always nice. Divest them of their loot. What they got? Some stuff that I already had, I think, but some good stuff too. It goes flying, but it doesn't break. Man, I thought it was a little Dark Souls reference. I don't think the timing quite adds up, but I think Dark Souls does predate this game. Yes, locals around here really don't like me, do they? Oh, I got absolutely boned there. That's unfortunate. Wasn't watching my health bar. Should probably done more rolling. Still, it doesn't actually seem to have harmed me in the grand scheme. It's a net to gain. Right.
How long are they gonna make me wait?
Right, got that one. I saw another one out here somewhere. More walls, giving my bloody horse trouble. Can't get with the memo, can they? Right, anyway. I think we're probably good now, mostly. Is that damage to my... Is that damage to my clothing? Or is that supposed to be something else, that big red cross on there? I don't know. Anyway, another one off the list. We'll hit this and then start making our way back towards that quest, I think. It's the pie. Calm down, Roach. It's not that big a deal. Roach is scared. Presumably of the wolves. At least one bad guy there. I saw a red glowy thing. Yeah, it's a wolf. Gotcha. No, I thought it was actually something worth finding then. Quite pretty. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but it looks like it's probably trouble. Guarded treasure, okay. Barbicane fruit out in the swamps. Deal with the treasure. A water hag. I did try and dodge there, but didn't have a great deal of luck with that. Try this one. Timing was off there. Gas cloud and swampy areas are poison. So let's watch out. Okay. Let's try and get over here. It's a highly flammable. Well, I thought that might be the case. It's one of the things I was also thinking this guy might not like fire too much. Gotcha! Whew. Fucker. Ooh, that got a little bit hairy, didn't it? Ooh, lots of goodies. Surprisingly, the treasure is a little underwhelming, actually. There's another wolf over there. That works. Just loot that while I can. Smack. Right in the face. Leave my hussy alone. Alright, what did Roach ever do to deserve this, eh? Ooh, right, so I got enough guiding longsword, didn't I? Kind of crap, apparently. Nice, I got 3 of these. I might as well just drop 1 on there and bump that up to a 5% chance to cause bleeding. That seems like a good idea. Right. So with that done, head over here next. Roach? Oh, you're behind that tree. It's fine, buddy. They're all dead. Come on. Giddy up. Whatever it is they say. So there's usually a lot of plants around me here, but I don't see... Don't you see any of them? Weird. Oh, I think it's just the map per zoom is throwing me off a little bit there. It's fine. Oh, there's a quest here. Shall we? Think we shall.
Whoa, Master Witcher!
It's the Witcher, he's got to put you in the picture. John Grimmier, was it, or something like that? Grimmier, yeah.
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you? I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
I can do that. For a fee.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
There you go. We'll leave the horse behind.
Okay.
Well, they look better than the Nilfgaardian soldiers did in the series, I'll tell you that much. Those guys were dressed like absolute
Cart
frickin'
tracks
idiots.
rode off into the swamp.
Well, there's the cart,
Here's the cart.
full of arrows. That's suspicious. Fifth essence. I thought it said filth essence, and I was like, what's that going to be?
Cart's riddled with arrows.
Yeah.
Interesting. I should take a look around.
It does rather suggest it wasn't monsters, but bandits, rather.
Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying.
Yeah, seems to be the case. I did see something out there. There's probably a drowner.
Lost your nerve?
Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, got myself into a spot of bother there. Very nearly, anyway. Rhythm. It was all about the rhythm. Evening, Noel. How you doing? Ooh.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Yeah, he's got a dodgy memory, alright. I don't know what went down here, but it wasn't what he suggested.
Cart's riddled with arrows.
These monsters got 2 legs, wear armor, and carry weapons.
Oh, and you find the box?
Yeah, found your priceless chest. And someone who looks an awful lot like a cart driver with an arrow through his neck.
Yep.
No dryads
Yeah,
in
not
these
bad, thanks,
swamps,
no.
and never known a drowner or a water hack to use a bow. So lacking any other suspects, I'm guessing.
Watch out! Behind you!
There's nothing behind me. I'm a witcher, I'd have heard it. Just like I can hear your heart, which is pounding, like a liar's. Best hope you're a better writer than you are a liar.
Ooh. So he's running off. Seems like he ambushed the cart rather than the other way around. Get on the horse.
Come on, Roach.
Go on.
Move it.
Never had to do this before. Didn't even know horseback combat was a thing. He's off. To be honest, I'd have just probably ridden alongside and gone bonk if it were me.
Gotta get him out of here. Wake up. See? Can't run from the truth. Not even on horseback. Now who are you, and why'd you attack that cart?
Private First Class John Giermer, Temerian 6th Division, 2nd Regiment. Disbanded, but still active. Underground, in the woods. That was a medical transport. I'd be damned if it reached the Black Ones. And the medicine, our lads could use it too. We've many ill among us. You let me go, and they might live and fight once more for a free North.
Take you to the Nilfgaardians. Fine, go. You're free, but the medicine stays with me. I'm going to let him go, because ultimately, not going to side with the invaders. I know technically Geralt should be taking the middle ground. Theoretically, should have just gone, I don't give a fuck. Walked away, taken his money and walked away rather than doing the chase there. But theoretically, his whole thing is neutrality. But there's also been an element by this point wherein his neutrality has been long since compromised anyway. Don't fancy siding with the invading force, though, you know. So, I'm going to let him go.
Fine. Go. And may you and your soldier buddies hiding in the bushes be victorious in your struggle against Nilfgaard.
Three of those soldiers are back behind, dear.
But you're a decent man. Here, the gold I promised. Use it well. Drink to the Silver Lilies and to Foltest's memory.
Ah, Foltest dead, is he? Nice. Now, where the heck am I? Actually got a lot further than I thought he did, because we were here. Okay. Covered more ground than I thought.
Looking for trouble?
Do you have to take sides in this game? I don't know. I don't think so. There's going to be an element of it happening anyway, just because Nilfgaardian Emperor is after Ciri. You know, if you don't wish to see him seize her, then I suppose by default from there you're kind of against Nilfgaard, but... wolves everywhere.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Oh, shit, son. Oh. Guess we see how we're gonna do. That one went down much better than I was expecting. Certainly better than the last one did, anyway. And the plus side, that should mean I now know more about wraiths than I did a minute ago. Seradian, is that? Gamberson? Let's have a look. It's the Darian, okay. It's not as good as the one I'm wearing, but anyway. that went alright. Got a wraith. It's a different wraith. It's not the same one we were fighting last time, but what I want to see is if there's any bestiary entry for it. Yes, there was. So we got water hags. Fought one of those earlier. Folks say water hags are drowners' wives. If that be true, tain't no wonder why they're such ordinary bitches. Some tales mention water hags and swamp vints masquerading as lost old women to lure travellers into rickety shacks they build in the wetlands. In truth, only a blind man or a sighted man blinded with drink can mistake the rank sludge and rotting carrion of a water hag's den for a cosy cottage, and the hideous hag herself for an innocent grandmother. The wrinkled, wart-covered bodies stand nearly 2 yards tall, with the skin colour of a long-dead cadaver and stinking of muck and fish. Bony growths, 2 spans long, stick out from their backs with hair like a tangle of seaweed and claws that would make a werewolf proud, completing the picture. So, vulnerable to northern wind bombs, necrophage oil, Quen sign is particularly useful for protecting me against them apparently, and they don't like igni much, which I also figured out on my own because there are water beasties. So, did I read that one? I didn't actually. Ghouls and graveers, hard to describe, in part resemble humans, on the whole their utter negation of all is human. Arms and legs like men, they walk on all fours like dogs or badgers. Though they have eerily familiar faces, one searches them in vain for any sign of sentiment or reason or even a spark of consciousness. They're driven by one thing alone, an insatiable craving for human flesh. Wolves and bears. Wraiths. Vulnerable to moondust bombs, spectre oil, Ian sign and Quen. Interesting. Finish all your business before you die. Bid your loved ones farewell. Write your will. Apologise to those you've wronged. Otherwise, you will never truly leave this world. Poorly Vicar, a peasant healer, advice to a dying man. Clerics and scholars are forever debating whether spirits do in fact journey to another world after death, where eternal joy or suffering awaits. Whew. Both groups agree, however, on what happens to spirits who for one reason or another remain in our world after the body breathes its last. They transform into wraiths. To hear their mournful howls, one can surmise this is not a fate to be envied. So, yeah, slow them down, hit them with spectral. There's nothing really complicated going on there, is there? Which suggests I am missing something specific to do with that one wraith. We'll see, I guess. Next stop, down there, so we'll kind of ride on this way, I think. On we go. Do wish the horses would avoid the locals a little bit better. I went out to help them against the wolves. Well, we got him. A little bit of damage, but it's fine. I assume the reason they weren't very happy with me was because I pulled the sword out right next to them. Guard types tend to be unhappy with such things, generally speaking. Evening.
listen of her.
I'm trying to make my horse stop, but it doesn't seem to want to. Yeah, let me go on any of that stuff. Let's go and pick this quest up. I'll start that one though. Talk to the old woman, sure.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must avoid me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
A truly fascinating tale. Interesting. We've got to go with Geralt's sarcasm, haven't we?
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with sorts, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Yep. That seemed like somebody got a bit stabbed, didn't it? It's presumably dead in
Never
there.
taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around.
You should wait here, just in case.
Why, when I was facing that way, did it do that?
Careful now, dearie.
All right, Grandma.
Not quite the way that was supposed to go, but, you know. Hunting trousers and orange.
A corpse. Explains the stench. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But
Not
when I
Shanks
gab to
then,
myself,
but,
they say I'm going barmy.
we played something. Got a lot of good stuff there. There's the pan.
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Interesting.
Found the pan, have ye?
Yeah.
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
Found the pan, have ye?
Yeah.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan.
When you arranged to meet, if I could show up, I did, risking my life and the entire blast operation, and we ended up standing there with my cock in my hand, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organised than that, but you... Tell that blasted Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations, but since our old plan's gone tits up, it's time we choose the time and place for our next meeting. Ooh, lovely, rotting flesh, just what I always wanted. So they were meeting with the Nilfgaardians and they didn't show.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot, and I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Strangled. By an expert. Round up some men and bury him outside the village. Deep so the corpse eaters don't get at him. And take my advice. Don't mention any of this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks,
You
sonny, for the road.
said you didn't have money, so, what's she giving me? Some apple juice, that's alright. I was a little worried about where that might be going for a minute then. Oh yeah. I've got at least a couple of points to use, haven't I? Yeah. No, there's not much point because I don't think there's a lot that. Ooh. Sign intensity, vitality. I'll stick with our amount of things. Yeah. Nothing much really worth taking at this point. I'll hold on to them, yeah. As, I haven't got the slots for them, and there's nothing really that I want more than what I currently have at the moment. Is there any interesting weapons or armour? Trousers that are less good than the current ones. That's all that, isn't it? No sign of whether or not I need to heal any, but I think we're okay. Well, a bit of food. I mean, she sent me into a hut. I kicked down a door, searched a hut, and came back out again. She did say before I took the contract on she didn't have much money. Well, she made it fairly clear that she didn't. So, fair enough, really, I think. So we've got that one out there, that one out there to get, and we've got all of this over here. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to defeat this Wraith again, but I want to have another crack at it because I've had some ideas since last time. And if it doesn't work, we'll come back later. It's not quite as good as Red Dead's version of following the road is, the controls for horses here, but not terrible either. Right, graveyard's up there. See the mill sign, turn left. Okay, that's fine. Here's my big old theory. Florian, there he is. Died childless in the forest. He's stricken by apoplexy while hunting. May the Tally forgive him for his sins against nature and its laws. So read doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. Might his sins against nature and its laws be? Oh. There he is. It's presumably the father of the person who died here. Maybe the father. Right, so Sir Ignatius Ferriers and his underlings and the bailiff. And it's Ferriers' tomb, family tomb that Colgrim went to investigate and probably died in. So something about yeah. Just think. Read for additional information. Well, I am reading it. Bailiff or Sir Ignatius. I'm guessing none of those people are going to be around. No, not yet. We haven't tried though yet, so I kind of want to poke around this bit of the village maybe here. See if I can't find anything about the bailiff. Because here is where we found the interrogation report. Soak village, probably not. So I don't know. Is this Florian? Probably son of Ignatius. Sins against nature and its laws. Well, let's try this for now. Is it doing anything? Maybe something to do with the corpse there, possibly. Well, there's a body been dug up here. Right, before I go and do that, I want to reload that because there's just spotted some other things I want to go and check out. Quick save. This is a body, but I don't think that belongs to the person in the grave, but it might be relevant. And then there's a grave that's been dug up. And there was mention of... oh, hello, kitty cat. Come up after dinner. There's mention of unnatural acts. And a grave robin would probably fit the description. On the other hand, not having much luck there. Bunch of dug up graves up here. It's an elf guardian soldier. Alright. 4 and 6, okay. Now we'll see how we do. Do I have anything? Yeah, we'll see how we do. Alright. Where are you, Wraith? You seem to have disappeared. Well. Defeated it, I would have assumed it would go away. Or there be remains. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but I hit it a couple of times and it went away. Well, let's push on until we get a clearer answer. Okay. Alright, sweet. Evening, Grey. Well, I don't know what happened there, but appear to have achieved some kind of victory. I don't know about mastered it. We're... Ooh, hello. Letter from Witcher Colgrim is the Viper School and a 17 silver sword diagram. So yeah, I fought the thing a bit closer to the entrance this time, rather than further away, and it vanished. Didn't know what happened, but I was like, right, let's push on anyway. Got in there, it popped up again, and then I defeated it. I think just going forward and being closer to the gate was the problem. Which makes me think maybe there was a little bit of a buggy element to it. To Ivar Evil Eye, Master Witcher of the Viper School. Now found all the legendary diagrams once belonging to our order. Certain complications have arisen, however, and on our way back to the keep, on the way back to our keep, even that sentence did not want to come out of my mouth, I stopped to rest the night in a village in the Temerian borderlands. The blasted peasants decided to make me a scapegoat and accused me of kidnapping some beekeeper's brat. They took me to the local lordling's castle for interrogation, during which they found and confiscated one of the diagrams. Don't fear, I'll get it back. They did not find the others. I've invoked the Temerian common law and demanded a trial by ordeal instead of submitting to the whims of this baronet. My request was granted, and tomorrow I am to cleanse the baronet's family crypt of wraiths. I expect this will prove a little trouble. Perhaps I have already returned to the keep by the time you receive this letter. Like the furnaces, we have some forging to do. Hey. Some quests might be too difficult. Each has suggested level. Yeah. Suggested level 39, and it's from Hearts of Stone. Well, I got the sword, which I think is probably the start of it. Or a silver sword schematic, anyway. So I assume it's probably the only bit that I can do here. Yeah, it would appear to be the case. This bit was labelled as being a level 6 quest, and I just blasted through it. Once it stopped being weird, it started making a bit more sense. I blasted through it without too much difficulty. Anyway, what we got here? Better gauntlets. Less resistance to burning, more resistance to piercing damage. That is definitely better. We do need repairs, but we'll equip them for now. Shiny sword and Novigrad longsword. How does that compare? Slightly more damage, not much. Earden sign intensity improved and adrenaline point gain improved. Rather lose the chance to cause bleeding. Earden's the slow effect, isn't it? Honestly, I think that's probably going to be good. How does this look? Yeah. Quite cool, actually. Like mine, except mine has double rings on it, and not a single one. It's a slightly wider blade, I think. Maybe slightly shorter sword as well. Cool. Anyway. We were victorious. That can now go. We'll go back to looking gooseberries. Need the oldest bit. Yeah, basically, Gray. So the problem, such as it was Last time I was fighting it over here. Bit more room, thought I'd pull it out, seemed like a good idea. This time I fought it over here, and once I gave it a quick couple of whacks, it moved on to the next phase of the fight, which is down in the crypt. And in actual fact...
Strange. Strange.
It was quite an easy fight once I got in there. So, it was indeed simple. How's it going, Jazz? You alright? But it's also, I would argue, either bugged or not well designed. Yeah. I don't think it's supposed to just immediately start regenerating its health because I'm over here. I think it's probably doing that because it thinks I'm outside of the quest area and I have left and it's resetting. Whether or not it's supposed to do it this close, or it's supposed to do, or it's just, you know, it just happens to be where the radius ends. It should be bigger than that, I think. But, yeah, we got it figured out in the end anyway. Mostly by coincidence. I was trying to think of all manner of interesting story beats. Because to be honest, that was the least interesting version of the story that it could have been. You got this young dead kid with a wooden sword there. I could have picked up the wooden sword and had to fight it with that. That would have been cool and unique. A unique characteristic to the Wraith. There's a bunch of dug up graves over here that could be relevant in some way to the story. No, it's not. They could have done more with that, I feel. It's apparently from the DLC, though, or the start of Heart of Stone, whichever it is. DLC. Anyway, with that out the way, I'm going to look quickly at my gear. Yeah, we'll ride back to town, get some repairs done, and then press on, I think. Not necessarily in that order. Do we know? Yeah, actually, I think what we'll do... No, we'll do that, because these are all the way out that way, aren't they? So, yeah. And then we'll go and seek the Nilfgaardian garrison later. Tomorrow, effectively, in-game. Shove that guy out of the way. Yes, I'm not doing too bad, thanks, Jess. Not quite at 100%, but otherwise doing okay.
Hey there.
Yeah. Definitely room for improvement, but... certain quest mechanics so far and little bits and pieces, but the general gameplay is better. But then again, it's also modded to high hell, so how much it's improved over the base game, I don't know, because like combat has been tightened up with some of the mods I'm using and various other things. So if you just played the base version of the game, I should be having a better time as a result of the mods I'm using. This is the only place I found any of this stuff, and I want to make sure I stock up on it. Fucking Geralt's more ladylike than half these ladies out here. Mind you, they are simple country farmer folk, so...
Good woman, is this the road to Vizine?
Airs and graces are probably not really there, something they've got the time for.
Looking for trouble?
Actually, that is what a witcher does, I suppose. Look for trouble. There we are. Let's go make some repairs.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
I'd like you to forge something for me.
So you could forge me some boots. So I could buy that. I could get him to forge me some better armor. It's kind of tempting, actually. It costs a lot more orans than I've got, or I assume it's orans that they're using. Crowns, I think, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah, looks like everything's going to cost a small fortune if I want to make it for you. That's kind of annoying right now. Oh, what I really want to do is repair stuff anyway. Move upgrade. Upgrades and rune stones will be destroyed upon removal. There's no point then, is there? Unless you want to put something new in there, I guess. Right. Oh crap, did I sell a bunch of stuff there I didn't want to? No, I don't think I did. A buyback option? There doesn't appear to be. No, I think we're all good. I think we're okay.
So long.
Right. So next play will be that way. Ooh. But it is tea time, so I don't know that I want to risk doing that in the night time, to be honest. We've just sort of slowly wandered over the fence and into the stables. Let's head up there and see how we do. And if it goes dark, I can just camp before I get there, can't I? Or meditate through the night. I don't have to meditate through it. I thought the dog was shitting for a minute. I was like, that's a bit too much detail in it. Had your phone off for 3 days? Unnatural. Sounds like a pleasant relief, actually. But... I'm going to deal with the angry wildlife. Well, monsters. Guards are angry with you. Why would they be angry? I was dealing with something that they didn't want. Saving this here peasant. Is he going to give me anything for the trouble?
From Vizima?
Yeah, for in Vizima, they pay people for saving your ass. Off cough.
Come on now.
There's a ford. Didn't realise that. That's interesting. Where I want to go, but interesting. Come on, buddy. Well, so it's exactly the smoothest and most efficient of efforts, but well, we got there in the end. Useful bits and pieces, anyway. Now then, looks like the entrance is probably there. Therefore, probably around this way either way. Have to get around the back and then come up those steps and in, I'm guessing. Forts and all that. So, not quite what I was expecting, but that's fine. Right, where are you? You ordered a t-shirt from the Netherlands. It's now in Latvia, and it went there via Sweden, Poland, Estonia, and Belarus. That's a freaking weird way around. I don't know if I remember rightly, Estonia doesn't even have a border with Poland. It seems to have gone around certain countries to get there. Very strange. Quite what I had in mind, but that was interesting to play around with. Right, I'm gonna go for a little dip. Well, Bella would be beautiful, but in Italian though, so I don't suppose there's a connection. Yeah. Would be annoying if it was the wrong size after all that. Well, I think I've got everything. Any interesting plants? I'm not familiar with that. Alright, looks like we're going up. Lester drown. Swim quickly on the surface, much less quickly underwater. That kind of makes sense. Mostly. I think they might be able to go south out of Estonia to Belarus, maybe, but I don't know. Weird, anyway. And it's also entirely the wrong direction, so why it would have to go from the Netherlands to Sweden and then carry on going east when it really just needs to come a little bit further west. And it's not like there's a lack of boats making the journey or anything. Here we go. Nilfgaardian garrison. It's a Nilfgaardian messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting accents they've given him.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to do this in the morning, I think. That's probably going to be better. Meditate. At night time's all well and good. I'm not too terribly bothered about it, but it's prettier in the daytime and I can see better.
Poor, dark, and putrid.
What do you want to say, Sonny Jim? Bear in mind these words may be your last.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher?
Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go.
Very, very strange. So, here we go. The shrubbery.
Heard of the Fryhead Brigade? Your kind, sir.
Alright, so place I need to be is over there. I think he was beating that guy with a sword, which doesn't seem like a very sensible thing to be doing unless you want him dead. It's quite an effective thing to do if you do want him dead, but... It's not a particularly large garrison, this, though I think that's more sign of the times than anything else.
We must requisition a share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
I know there is little left in your granaries. But soldiers are men too, and so they must eat, correct?
Aye, Your Excellency.
What's the master? Ah, he's probably the one who can do some crafting for me.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And
Right.
thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Well, while we're here.
Morale holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad. As everyone knows,
This
and
guy's
we've an
clicking through his
extraordinarily
nose.
well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
Let me see what you got, sirs.
Show me what you're peddling.
Like. Oh, he actually does have just straight up weapons. Discalia, silver sword. Thorian sword, a steel sword. Actually better than my current one. Technically. More damage, a chance to cause bleeding. Poker. Balin axe. Balin longsword, but better than the one I've got. Interesting. Don't get too attached to anything because you're going to keep upgrading past it, I guess. The moral of that story. That, I think, is equal to what I have, yeah. Thought it was. Exciting there. Cool. So, best he's got is level 2 stuff, which is actually better than everything I've got, technically speaking. What's the price on this? Oh, that's the amount of money he's got. Oh, balls. Maybe I made an error there. 273. 41. That's interesting. However, ooh, dismantle I can do here. Interesting. Okay. That'll be useful to dismantle, I think. Okay. Doesn't make a bunch of sense, doesn't it? So I kind of get it anyway. Okay, right. So, what about that? Crossbow bolts, top of that. Silver sword. The 17 will get as high as. That's the price, okay. I haven't got silver ingots. But I could buy some. I might even be able to craft some. So that would get as high as 138. 35 benefit. This is the obvious choice. Go for that one. But I wouldn't be able to use it because it requires level 13. So I'd go for that one, which would be at level 1. Give me a bonus of plus... Yeah, that would be better. So, silver ingot. Can you make a decent steel sword for me? It's only slightly better at 6, isn't it? Better off buying a steel sword and crafting a silver one, I think. Oh, that's 20 as well. But any chance to cause bleeding? As the one I was crafting would be... Oh, no, that's better. Okay, so... can I craft silver ingot? Like the system of Geralt isn't suddenly a master monster slayer, love the alchemist, armor, and blacksmith, but it's based on skills of smithy find. Yeah, I mean, monster slayer, sure, should certainly be good at and experienced with that one. Alchemist, we're not going to find many of them around, I wouldn't think. Maybe you would find some with greater skill than Geralt's got. But I think you... Oh, excuse me. I think you should probably be above average in skill when it comes to alchemy. But in terms of armoring and blacksmithing, definitely not. IMO. Anyway. Silver ingot. Nope, I haven't got enough silver ore. I've got silver, so... How many do I need that? 1. Not bad, okay. So now, I'm getting to make this for me. Cool. And occurred to me that one's plus 23 if I go for a serpentine steel sword. Ooh. And the one in his shop was... That's 9. Okay, so maybe getting him to craft one of these will be a good idea too, but I need an iron ingot, which I don't currently have. So, for an iron ingot, I need iron ore, which I have. Excellent. So. Cool.
So long.
That actually went better than I was thinking it was going to. We're learning things. So, steel sword. Better than current steel sword. Technically lower quality, but we'll click on an upgrade. What upgrade? Oh. So I have actually got some Ardma signs at long last. Cool. Yes, I understand. I don't want to do that though. Yeah, let's come out here. There we go. Unflows, not quite what I wanted to see. magic item, because it enhances my adrenaline points and my Eden sign. Though, this one is definitely better. Poison, bonus experience. Poison, bonus experience for monsters and hard intensity. We've got here, bleeding, stun. Armor piercing would not be unwelcome there. Dagger. Fine intensity. Freeze. I don't know, sign intensity wouldn't be terrible. Might do that. This one's already at hard, which is not amazing. Poison from monsters, bleeding, stun, piercing, stagger, sign intensity. Touch the freeze. All of the above seem quite useful, really. 2% chance to stagger is not high. These are not great, really, are they? Any of them? I think sign intensity again. That's going to be the play. I'm not going to do the chest armor because there's a good chance that I'm about to get something better. Right. There we go. Shiny new looking swords. Also, can I sell my old stuff to him?
Spy or haggle?
Saggle. Or hi? I don't know.
Show
How you
belly.
put those two together. It's not much for everything, yeah. Yeah, I definitely do agree with you there, Gray. Yeah, that makes sense as well, Gray. I am definitely a fan of that.
So long.
That's what she said. Wait. I meant to say before I walked in here,
How
but
much
fine.
grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Good man, no?
Thank you, sir.
Surprisingly.
Thank you
But I suppose that would happen on
I
occasion.
summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
This guy's not completely unreasonable. I mean, still not great that he's requisitioning stuff and for no pay, but at least he's saying, look, I realise there are limits and I'm not about to take everything you've got. So, that's okay. Can't argue with your logic. Gotta go, can't argue with your logic.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it.
I knew somebody'd want me to do that.
Then I shall see what I can do.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The
And his
beast
men.
has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
Well, yeah. Obviously, it's a deal. We've got no other choice.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Specific, well, I'll start with some information.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Fair enough. I'll need herbs.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn.
I think I know where I got it.
Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira.
Good man.
Herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
I like this guy's sense of humour and the fact that he's not actually a complete piece of shit. He's like, he's got a job to do, and he's realised he's kind of stuck. He has to be a bit of a piece of shit because them up there where the air's thin are kind of forcing that on him. But he's also going to be as reasonable as he can be within the bounds of his position. I was wondering where Tamira was.
Mislav. Thanks.
She's been mentioned before, and I wanted to see her. Your current quest has more than one objective. You can choose which is tracked by pressing V. Okay. Cool. So, grindstone there as well. So, there's the griffin's nest. Well, we already saw that. Somewhat across it. There's the crossroads, so I guess the lady must be there somewhere, the herbalist that we need to find. Probably. Yeah. Apparently I'm still too low a level, but I've done everything I can do right now, so... yeah, not sure what I'm supposed to do there on that. Lots of stone, okay. Well, the next... I've already found some buckthorn in the riverbed, so yeah. That whole thing skipped ahead because I found it. It's a bit unfortunate because I could have done with finding the herbalist. Really?
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Nox.
Sounds faintly Germanic, the language they're speaking. Can't get a finger on it. There's definitely Germanic bits to it. Let's carry on this way, seeing as we're having a hard time changing direction, apparently. Now, the guy did say he was a farmer. It sounds like he's been put into this position somewhat, possibly by conscription, and has just risen up the ranks by being competent, maybe. If he's saying his background as a farmer. It's the only thing I can think of, which would explain why he's not a complete piece of shit to other farmers.
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Oh, so many bad jokes I could make about that. I did play The Witcher 2, yeah. After The Witcher 1, actually. I'm sure you must have been there for it. Yeah, we did. A while ago now, but... The playlist is still up if you want to check it out again. Refresh your memory. I can only assume she must be around here somewhere, but she's not marked on the map, because you did say crossroads for the herb list. Which could be here, but there's no houses or anything. And maybe there's no houses there either, so... I don't know, man.
Damn deer, it's been the bark off the trees again.
Not to be ready to jump. Oh, god damn it. Right idea, I just didn't manage to pull it off. I don't think I need to be riding that fast, actually, though. I'll get there eventually, eh? I did say this the other day, actually, but The Witcher 1's playlist is not up anymore, because, yeah, I wasn't happy with the results. And mostly because frustration got the better of me towards the latter part of it, and really kind of spoiled the whole thing. The Witcher 2 is still up. Now we can consider why probably she, but whichever one, left.
Female.
No, it's a
Larvae
he.
and her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male.
Examining wounds, age, type. Yeah.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws.
No, it's further back than
Didn't
that.
defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
24, maybe.
Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young.
Male must be about the same age.
Somebody ambushed it, killed the mate, and that's why it's gone particularly homicidal.
Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done what I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Right. Preparing for combat. Never underestimate your opponent. This rule is core of the Witcher's Code, and for good reason. Proper preparation has saved many a Witcher's life, and it's likewise worth your while to brew potions, concoct oils, or visit craftsmen before engaging in combat. Blacksmiths forge weapons, while armorers craft armor. If you expect to battle a strong opponent, you may want to complete some side quests before attacking. This will allow you to gain experience and develop your character, giving you a better chance of winning the fight. So we're going to go back visit the armourer. It's the same bloody trip anyway, isn't it? But and then oh, hello brain, that was not good. I got the head rush and dizziness there. Just turned my head slightly and went ugh. But yeah, we're gonna go visit the armourer, gear up a little. And then we'll go and drop in on Vesemir. I'll presumably have some new potions and advice for us when it comes to fighting griffins. And better. So don't run the lady over, but apparently we got away with it. It's a bit too aggressively.
Slow now. Whoa.
In a bizzle.
Razor.
Yeah, there was some considerable jank in the first game. Mostly it was okay, but as it got on, it became more and more problematic. Some of it was because I never got into the habit of using potions and other things. Basically because the start of the game really made it overly complicated and not as helpful as it should have been. It just didn't get that bit right. That's the way it goes sometimes, but yeah.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Show me what you got.
Yeah, all of that plus the jank really didn't end that well for me, so... it's kind of appealing. Alright, so I could already make these. Which gives me +8. That is... give me +2. +2. +1. +1. Okay. And he's got Naffle, but he does have some plans that might be interesting. So I'm looking at 8, 32, 4. Requires level 8 though. 3. Good winning Amberson. Cavalry boots 6. So 8. Cavalry trousers. Trucker's trousers 9. Yeah, most of his stuff is probably just not worth dealing with right now because it's too far off. Crafting, right. So, what do I need for that? I need leather straps. I'll craft that for starters as soon as I can already. Then I also need leather straps, thread, and thread. Okay. Thread. What do I need to thread? It's made out of cotton, which I don't have. So I'm going to need to buy a bunch of thread. I might be able to make some leather straps, though. Yeah, we'll actually need leather scraps, though, won't I? I need 2, so I need to make sure I've got at least 2 there. 3. I need 3. And straps I need 1, so that's okay. I need one of those, and then I'll need a bunch of thread. Okay. So I need a whole bunch of thread. And apparently I need linen as well. I'll have a look at whether I can craft that in a minute. Linen, linen, linen. Requires thread. Okay, no, I can't. So what's it take to craft linen? Well, oh, it would just be cheaper to buy it, I think, at this point. Because I don't already own it. 64 versus 8 a pop, which is going to need me. Yeah, there won't be much in it. Enough to make it worth worrying about, anyway. Yo. So
long.
Upgrades. So this has better resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage, slightly less armor overall, and it has a slot. Need an intensity, okay. That's better resistance to poisoning. The one I've got does look slightly less hideous. Weirdly, this might even be better. Allegedly it is, yeah. Bit weird, but I think it might be better than the one I've just crafted, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh well, Celebi. We'll stick with it. Not really worth sticking either of those on there though right now, is it? Oh well. Gumberson's more like Damson. Yeah, exactly.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Definitely a downgrade over the starting armor, really, when you look at it.
Show me what you got.
Look back now. Did I miss something? How are we doing, Kev? Yes, thank you, Greg. It is my first time playing this one, anyway. I played 1 and 2 first. Because going backwards is allegedly not great. Still, it's all good. We're figuring stuff out. And that's everything I will sell, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine.
So long.
Yeah, the original Witcher armor, the Kaer Morhen set or whatever it was, that has the chainmail, the iconic look, it's actually on the thumbnail, would provide better protection than this. Gambeson provides surprisingly large amounts of protection for what it is. But
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Yeah. The original one had pads of chainmail strapped over the top of it, a thick leather chest piece on it as well. So this is definitely a downgrade, as well as having at least a light gambeson under it. So.
Good man.
Freak.
Whose field is that the other side of the river?
By the wood. Boy in Climmix. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes, yes. This Boyan. Will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for? Harvest is a long way off yet.
Interesting. What's that?
Yes. What is it, Wolf?
I wouldn't say ideal per se, but it's not bad. It's light, it's got a decent amount of protection. Some things like claws and teeth would probably have a good chance of puncturing through it, though. That's the only thing. They actually managed to get a hold of you. But it's not bad, and it's certainly better than this. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be doing all right. We've got plenty of time to scour through. New materials cross. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I imagine I'll be finding some pretty cool stuff as we go on anyway, and outperforming some of the stuff that we're buying anyway. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Doesn't really matter. I had a thought, but I've forgotten it now. Oh.
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Pair of old bastards. Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. I don't know how much changes based on the fact that this game is heavily modded. So, because I haven't got a before and after comparison, so it is what it is. That probably does move the goalposts a bit on some things, at least.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair.
That's better armor.
Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
But still, not ideal. Actually, leather would deflect at least some of the damage. Backed by chain. Yeah, it's not bad armor. It's odd that he's got kind of jacket over the top of it. Well, maybe it's not that odd.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
That was just an
How
excuse.
Could I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm going to save it first, but just didn't. Seems like a generally good idea. Sure, there'll be an autosave, but a hard save's not a bad idea either.
Been busy with the Griffin contract.
And?
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Prepare to fight the Griffin by bringing thunderbolts. Ooh, that's useful. Come back to that in a minute. Libido. Complicated. Oceans, a killer whale. Best supply underwater, improves vision when diving. Thunderbolts, increases attack power, helpful. Cats, Marble Forest, Swallow. I'm going to brew some of that. Okay. Equip it to use it. One owl and thunderbolts. Thunder regeneration. What's that one? War of an hour. Temporarily requires lowers the required level of all items by 2. It's interesting. I don't think of myself using it, but I see. That'll do for now. Right. I'd like. Wait, honey, what does that do? Clears toxicity, cancels all effects. That's not a terrible thing to have. I don't swallow. Cool. So back to the potions. Le Swallow is going there because that heals me, I believe. Increases healing. Yeah. 20 hours stamina regen, not a bad thing. White honey clears everything but only 1. Okay. That's fine. I think. Potion alchemist. Terrible, but I get it. Right, so where are we going? Just across the way there. Yeah, okay. There's horses apparently over there.
Lad went missing one day, so folk can have the witch.
Kings do the fighting.
Down in greedy slut. Then you come one.
That was a conversation about what happened to the witch we were investigating. And they blamed the Witcher for a kid that went missing and turned out to be a droner all along. What happened to my mug? Your mama happened to it.
stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
It's rock and roll.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths.
Want him showing up on the gate.
Winter and wintering. Think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Yennefer for he has his wife.
That? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow. Wondering I was going to get one of them.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
Doesn't seem like the best time to figure out how to use a crossbow, really, but...
Watch out!
Let's start with...
Damn! It's fast!
Yep, it sure is.
It's about to dive!
Didn't get me, though. Nope, you got me out, son. Just know how to do that. Actually, the Quen's probably a bit more useful, but... you know, I'm going to stick with the hidden, actually. Am I supposed to be giving chase here, or... I don't know, maybe I am. There he goes. I don't think I want to. I think I want to look around, actually, if I can. And the horse in the way is probably going to be unhelpful. Okay, maybe not. Change my mind. It's not exactly an elegant fight, this one, but we got it. And I'm not dead, so I'll call that a win as well. I should better seat my pants.
Not bad. Not
to be honest,
bad.
I feel like Vesemir was as much a hindrance as a help.
Some things.
Man spends his whole life learning.
Not a witcher, unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that
That's
later.
not true,
Take
but-
the Griffin's head to the Black Ones.
Okay, thank you.
Already our horses. Meet me at the inn.
It's a bit of a small knife for taking the head off the thing. I mean, get through most of it would be fine. Getting through the neck might be a bit awkward. Like the spine. I'm down, Roach. Right. I'm automatically healed anyway, that's fine. Then if you shoot at the crossbow, well, this is the thing. I've never used a crossbow before. I've never had a crossbow before. And it's like, oh, just guess how to use this particular piece of technology whilst a fucking griffin's dive bombing you. Maybe not the best way to learn that. I don't even know what the button to draw the bloody crossbow is at the moment. I'm curious now, I think about it. So far, absolutely no information on the subject of crossbows. I think there might have been information on crossbows at some point, but I've forgotten it. There it is. It is there, yes. But there's not a shortcut for it on the keyboard. Well spotted. Press mouse wheels aim. Oh, hell no. Mouse wheels for using signs. It was originally bound to Q, but fuck that too. Weapons on the mouse. Other stuff elsewhere. Some of these ideas, anybody think they never designed a game before? Shocking behaviour. Mind you, a CDPR, everything they do is a bit weird. Many things they do are a bit weird. Many things.
What the hell is this?
Right.
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
Gate's right there, you can probably leg it.
What?
My idea, they'll hunt him down, won't they?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Tit for tat.
Definitely tit.
Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Some require a quick decision. Choose your reply. Take the coin, turn down the coin. I could take the coin because we did the thing, but we got the deal. On the other hand, he's also been kind of a prick. Will the decision come back to bite me in the ass or not? Kind of a dick. I feel like taking the coin's the thing to do, but at the same time, and yes, I'm fully taking advantage of the one opportunity I have to actually think this out. I think he's going to be spitting in his hand as much as either one's going to feel like spitting in his hand, really. No, I'm going to turn it down because I think we had a deal and I'm going to stick to the terms of the deal. Hopefully he will remember that if I run into him at a later date rather than me just snatching the coin out of his hand because he's a dick. Okay, not quite the reaction I was going for.
The plague! No more. Please, no more. Please.
Oh, so he's out there, is he, somewhere?
Please, no more.
Oh, I see, they're beating him up in there. The sound of it. I mean, to be fair, it's not like they're murdering them, they're just giving him a beating for giving them to, a bunch of rotten food. I've been stupid enough to think he was going to get away with it. It's not a good day for him, but still. We got a level also, that's also nice to have. Did I get anything cool beyond that? No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm still not happy with the vibe. Character. So, I've got nothing to show for my trouble, just more points that I can't really use at the moment. Crossbow stuff. Damage from hits received while dodging is reduced. Oh, that'd be nice. Need extra points in there. Potion overdose threshold. Oil, steady aim. Wide tolerance. That'd be useful. Yeah, I think they did that quite well, I would say, Gary, yeah. At least these are appealing. Next slot unlocks at the next level. There's kind of no point in doing anything right now, I don't feel. Kind of like that. I'll put one in there if I can. Upgrade that ability. Even though I'm not going to use it right now. Stuff that I would like to have, but again, it's of limited use. Like to have that as well. Have that. What mutagens have I got? So that one's both those vitality and that one's sign intensity. No, I'll leave that as is. Yeah, again, until I've got somewhere to put those things, not really worthwhile right now. Let's head back to interesting approach that fellow has there.
Come on.
Yeah, we'll go back and maybe see Vesemir and see about setting off towards Vesemir. If I want to make the arrival there today or wait. I may save and then make my own decision, can't I? At least I can go back if I need to, and then we can revisit the arrival if we need to. Because the next session will be next Monday, and it might be a good idea to have a little refresher at the start of it. But they're always occupying this whole bloody path is kind of annoying. Don't really want to ride right through people, but they spawn in a bit of an annoying spot there. So, apart from those monster nests, which I could also go and finish off, which might not be a bad idea given the time, we are basically done here, aren't we? Fucking horse.
Take it easy.
Right, alchemy. I didn't know. Picky bloody controls. Right, how many of these can I make? You actually. How many I got for my trouble? Let's check. 2. Okay, that's not bad. Make another 2. What does this do? Blinds opponents with an explosion radius and destroys monster nests. Okay, not very exciting. That's all I can do right now. My food situation. More than adequate. Chance to dismember, bonus experience. I'll take the experience for now, thanks. That's fine. Cooking. Anybody know where I go to cook? And if there's an option around here to do it? Because I do feel like cooking food is a thing that I need to be able to do, but I don't know how to at the moment. What's the other thing I want to do? Oh yeah, equip the bombs, wasn't it? Probably in place with Thunderbolts. Oh, they have their own slot. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. I do have a question here. Interesting. I wondered if, because this was down here, I could maybe flip the hood back. Apparently I cannot. Right. So, 2 monster nests from what I recall. Which we'll go and attend to. One there, one there. If I'd realised I'd have probably done that one first, but oh well. We'll head over here. I can deal with that, and then we'll go and see Vesemir. Have a good night, Carl.
My gran told me about Smithfield. Lad went missing one day, so both
That's where we first encountered the Griffin. Oh yeah, there's a big cliff edge in the way, isn't there? So you have to kind of go around it. On we go. Yep, not terribly surprised there's more beasties out there. Not quite my plan, actually.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Your head from my saddle.
Nice. Got him. Yeah, it's definitely not efficient, but hey, it's alright.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Should be destroyed now. Nice. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Roach, where are you? Right, so done. And next stop is, well, there's one over here apparently. I didn't realise there was 3. That's at the back of the battlefield, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. Fortunately, that's more or less on my way anyway, so.
Giddy up.
The witches don't look at explosions, indeed. Sensible gamers check that it didn't bug out and actually did go off, though. Bunch of unlooted bodies around there. Oh, can't be having that, can we? It's after the bodies on the battlefield have respawned, which is conceivable. Still, it's free cash at that point, isn't it? Have to craft some more of these, aren't I? Don't have that item, I've just used it all. I'm displeased by something that went on there. I'll figure it out in a bit. I may have to meditate first, which is not the end of the world if it's the case. Getting a lot of valuables out of this, really, but looting a few bodies is. Can you give me a bit of cash maybe, or at least some crafting materials? That's not a bad thing to do. Well, from a practical gameplay standpoint, from a is this appropriate behaviour standpoint, it's a terribly bad thing to do, but you know. Such things are generally frowned upon. Ooh. On the other hand, worth it. I can quite loot the deaders up there. Consider cutting them down to be good, but they're not much better for them unless I want to take the time to bury them, I suppose. Right.
Ought to just destroy it.
Yeah, I told you I didn't. I'm guessing, he says, that problem is that I need to meditate in order to craft more, but yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Bombs aren't replaced, but apparently, allegedly, some other stuff was. So that's an automated system with, again, maybe mods, may not be mods. Heavy mace. Requires level 6. My bag, but anyway. Alchemy. But I don't have this item. Oh, maybe I do. Never mind, take it back. Don't mind me. Cool enough for you? Like a fucking cucumber, wasn't it? The beastie came out of there. There we go. Not as smooth as I was hoping, but... No fire in the hole and plug in the S. Well, we can do that, but you made a request for smooth and cool and things like... Oh, hello. So on and so forth, so that's what we got. Have a good night now. The fuck was that? Wasn't the plan, I tell you that much. I planned to cross the bridge and then ride down here, not gonna leap off the side of the bridge and by some miracle be okay. Not quite as good as our incident involving the invisible horse. Speaking of though, if you didn't see, I've already I did make a short out of the invisible horse and uploaded that this afternoon. So if you wish to witness Vesemir and his incredible disappearing, vanishing horse. Am I going the right way now? Sort of. I need to hang a right in a minute. Then yeah, do check out the shop. Yeah, not quite as good as the Red Dead horse controls, but they're okay. Follow on. Is it straight onto the mill, isn't it? Something appears to have done more damage to it. Oh yeah, fallen off that cliff, I think. What hurt me? Probably the bit where you jumped off a fucking cliff. Yeah, he did sink deeper and deeper into the ground. Evening, how we doing? What are we doing over there? I want to go this way. Horse has got his own ideas about things and I don't agree with many of these ideas. It's fine. No.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Nice. Any of the locals gonna... Yeah, I thought they might. No, that was went a bit better. That's the button I wanted. Not what you'd call perfect, but somewhat adequate at least. Am I new to the game? I am. Played The Witcher 1, played The Witcher 2. This is my first playthrough of 3, though. There's a ford over there, isn't there? That's probably the way to go, I think. It's not the way I'd go about creating a windsock, but you know. These Nilfgaardians have got weird ideas, haven't they? Have a bit of a mixed bag in tonight, I think. terribly surprising, but... It's not really the way I wanted to go. Why would I want to go that way? Weird horse controls. I mean, I do have control over the horse, but not as much control over the horse as I would like either. See what happens when I run these villagers down.
Let it rain.
Not much. Yeah, like either full control or better following of the road would be nice. Either one I'd be happy with, but unfortunately we've not quite got either, so it is what it is. Local US ambassador. To be confused with the reggae ambassador. I believe that guy's from Jamaica. Yes, the lightning around here is a bit bloody much. Ah, you might think it was the same guy, but I think it was a different one. Possibly his cousin.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Show me what you got.
That's worth it. Scrapping. What's the button? E. Probably okay for now, I think. I'll probably go on to be selling. You know what? I don't think I will. I think I will scrap all of these. I think I'll probably do better getting money other ways, won't I? Mix and match a bit, maybe. Excellent, I think. Do you know, see if I need anything repairing on here. Wind's howling, sure are. I suppose it's doing alright. Probably not a terrible idea to do some repairs though while I'm here. But the growling sound, that's just my stomach. Which reminds me, there's cookies downstairs. Fuck yeah! Here's one probably more for the Brits than anybody else, but I was having a conversation with my other half yesterday. Yesterday? It was yesterday. About penguin biscuits. You know, and remember those. Individually wrapped with a little joke on the back. He showed up for work today, brought me a packet of them.
Kings do the fighting.
It was very nice. They're not as good as I remember, but nonetheless. I did appreciate it. Picking gooseberries. Cat really doesn't like Geralt. That cat's not hissing, she is thoroughly zonked on the sofa over there. Ooh, bandits, huh? Let's,
Come to Pappy! Come to Pappy!
I mean, I can eject them from the premises if you would prefer. Madam. Can I cook on her hearth here or something? I still haven't figured out if I can cook anywhere or how to do it if I can, so hopefully we'll figure that one out. Yeah, the flavour is definitely different, Steve, from what I remember, and I did notice that.
Something else you'll be needing.
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's there to like? 'Tis the same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant 'em that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
Like most people, I should imagine, in a similar situation.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
The way he says that just makes me think he's not asking what's under the counter. Mandarin cordial. Ooh. Might be useful to have, actually. Expensive, though. Yeah.
Farewell.
I'm hoping for access to a hearth to cook, but anyway. This is me, old Maka.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Yep. It's time to go? No, I think we stick around and deal with that.
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fists starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. No fun of the Nilfgaardians marching north, but at the same time... Ooh, she looks interesting. Interesting.
Down.
Took him down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
No shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Leave her alone. How do I?
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
She's been better.
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promised you freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
Yeah, they pull out fucking cudgels, and meanwhile the witches pull out fuck off big swords. Like, it turned into a barroom blitz.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
Not gonna hurt you as long as you don't pull a weapon on me.
God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That's not
That
ideal.
ball, we didn't start it.
Oh, hello. Those legs can only belong to one person.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
Well, then.
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom, even. So you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Other than you,
Emperor
you mean?
Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Was it good to hear him out? Wonder what he offered you. I don't think wondered what he offered you is going to get me any kind of an answer at all. So beyond mind your own business, but yeah.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks
I
for your
wouldn't have
help,
dropped the name
Vesemir.
myself at this point if I was Vesemir.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Didn't foresee it going that way. That's interesting. Bit unfortunate I couldn't really see anything during that fight. I just went for the one guy I could actually see and just hoped I didn't get stabbed in the back. Gordon, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Damn, that's some nice stocking she got.
Had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Oh yeah.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
That's not good. Wild hunts, I assume. So it would appear. That guy be able to ride his horse a little bit better. He's earned armour that high quality, he ought to be displaying a degree of competence. Nice shot, Ian. Give up the halfling shit.
Yennefer, how'd
We
they?
shall talk of this tomorrow, all right?
Wrong franchise, sorry.
After the audience.
Zima, capital of occupied Temeria. Cirilla, I would assume. Looks like. Nice bit of artwork, though. Zima, capital of occupied Temeria the next morning. It's a Black Sun banners. Black Sun gets used a lot in various franchises. This one, Star Wars. That's all I think of, but you know. We want to see badass, so we'll be a Black Sun.
Pardon, my lord. I was sure I wouldn't...
Do you know who I am?
Emperor, maybe?
Yes. Emir var Imris, Emperor of Nilfgaard. The white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
An ugly
you
fucker.
Foltest's servant.
I was, aye. Do you
Hello,
really do it?
motherfucker.
Do what?
Dance on your enemies' graves.
Guards! No one's ever asked me that.
Keep your head fair and big enough bollocks to ask it. Or maybe not.
Gara care es majot care.
Aes ad ket. Nevelium am ked.
Somebody's going to lose his head for failing to do his job.
Have mercy, my lord. Merely looking after the tree. Thought no one would...
Silence, Temerian. Don't speak until spoken to.
Axe.
Yes, your Imperial Majesty.
I assume it's going to be the guard who's supposed to keep him out who's going to lose his head, not him.
This is Temeria no more. Not the garden, not the palace, not the country. It's Nilfgaard now.
Aye, Nilfgaard, so be it. Been caring for the tree since the days of Medell, Foltest's father.
Do you know how Foltest died?
That's a really shit axe.
Murdered in Lavalette Castle.
Where was your royal guard at the time?
King was alone. They say the assassin caught him in the solar.
Solitude, yes. It can be a deadly trap when one is not attentive.
Why would a gardener know all of this? Beyond just common rumour, I suppose. Wasn't expecting that response. Seems a bit wasteful, pointless. Mind you, he's not imagining to cut the tree down, really, is he? Geralt in a bathtub, this time with more company than last time. Yep.
It must suffice.
Think Emir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair.
The Emperor wants to meet me while I'm in my
sideburns to
underwear.
Have an inch.
Is he going for the beard or? Something wrong with the beard, definitely.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards.
That's in Nilfgaard, no matter what your emperor might say.
Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
Touch my hair and I'll have your fucking knackers off, though. Be the line.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent.
Oh yes, I remember this.
The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
I think I killed him. I'm trying to remember what I did. I think there was a duel and I think I killed him. Yeah, it's a good way to bring your choices in. There was an option when I launched the game, when I first started the new game, that gave me the choice of how to approach that. Or whether or not to include, presumably, this sequence, but it's quite cool. I don't know why it would be you'd choose not to, unless you didn't play the game and just wanted the default set of choices to come through. But I'm pretty sure I killed the guy.
Full Test ordered me to clear the path. The boy stood in my way.
Cutting down the La Valette heir. This made no impression on you? I suppose it wouldn't. What's some baron to an assassin?
Actually, I fought him in a duel. He lost, I won.
You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
Well, I put one foot in front of the other, and then repeated the process, but in reverse. Got out Flotsam with Vernon Roach, and joined Yorveth. He helped me out. Yorveth, because we went with the elf, not with the spy. I remember that much. I think.
I left Flotsam with Yorveth, commander of a Scoia'tael unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does.
Beer, what?
The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Had to save Triss, helped you overlift the spell that held Saskia. Oh, I can't remember. I don't remember what I did. Really don't remember what I did. Saving Triss seemed like a good thing. I can't remember if I lifted the spell that held Saskia. It would seem like the right thing to do, and I can't remember if Triss dies if you do that. I really don't remember. Yeah. See if I can find any information on it that might help me quickly. Hang on. Witcher 2 choices in Witcher 3. Yeah, I really don't remember. I didn't get the import a say option, so... Decisions. I think I probably would save Triss, but I also feel like helping Yovethith to spell that held Saskia was the one that was likely to have better long-term consequences. I might have done that, but I can't remember. I'll make a guess, and then I'll see if I can go back and find out. Maybe. Saving Triss.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
She escaped or was coming to her. I can't remember this either, but I have a feeling escaped is probably going to be the play.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
That alliance is dead. I killed Letho. Alliance is alive. What happened to him? Did I? I think I killed him, actually. I'm pretty sure we fought and I won. And he died.
Well, that alliance has been dissolved, irrevocably. I killed Letho in Loch Muin.
So we heard. It's a good thing you did. Saved our agent some messy and difficult work. I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame.
I recognise that actor's voice.
I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I
Funeral.
would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Any colour as long as it's black? Where's my clothes? Where's my clothes?
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Weird mode of address the Chamberlain there has. Anyway. For one evening, we are way past the usual time. Which is fine. So yeah, I can't really remember what choices I made there, and that's kind of bugging me. But I've got until next week now to try and figure that out. So I will probably go back and look it up. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, might take a while to do, but it'll be, yeah, quite. A bit of a pain in the arse, but should manage okay. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's a bit more intrigue than I was expecting, but I kind of feel like I should have expected at least some of that. I do tend to prefer, generally speaking, Geralt doing Witcher shit to Geralt being involved with the politics stuff, at least in the books especially. But we'll see how that goes here. I think they'll probably strike an interesting balance, so yeah, we'll see. Excuse me. That's a button I wanted. We didn't need to press that button actually, but anyway. Yeah. Definitely enjoying this, having fun. Looking forward to diving back into it on Monday, because tomorrow we're going to head back to the Commonwealth and Fallout 4. Should be fun. I forgot where we got to. I did the Walls of Sanctuary, so if you haven't seen that video, do take a gander. And I think we were moving around Diamond City and the Fens and that sort of area, weren't we? Doing some questing around Diamond City. Oh, that was it. We were heading out to the Four-Leaf fish packing plant, which is where there's a hidden chem factory, with a view to finishing off a bunch of ghouls in the area and seeing what valuables we can relieve the local mobsters of before we head back to Diamond City. And, well, we'll see what we're going to do. I'll probably push north, actually. There's a few bits I want to do north of Diamond City. So I think that'll be quite a high priority. Otherwise, yeah, we'll sort of play it by ear. Yeah, I did a video today, by the way, because Prime Video and by extension Bethesda are teasing something related to Fallout at the moment via a new website that they've put up. So if you haven't seen that video and you're curious about what on earth is happening or what will happen at the end of Season 2, well, we can discuss it. Didn't come to a lot of conclusions, but it's interesting nonetheless. So yeah, that video is up as well if you want to have a gander at that one. I need to watch the new episode actually, so I might do that this evening before I head to bed. Might be a good idea, mightn't it? Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Do hope you enjoyed. Like I say, enjoying this one. Looking forward to pressing on. I got a bunch of good pictures there, so we should be able to make for some good thumbnails, at least for a little while, which I was starting to get a little worried that I might be struggling with. Got a few there, so that's cool. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out and watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you want to see the rest of the series, as I usually mention, should really remember to start mentioning this at the front, not the back of the episode, but anyway, playlist is the place to look. The first episode is on the live page, the rest is on a playlist, so you can check that out. As with any other games we've streamed through, if you want to have a look, you can sort of get the first episode off the live page, and the rest are on playlists. So yeah, should be good. Anyway, thank you all. Hope you enjoyed. Have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Do hit the buttons and stuff down below if you haven't already. Like, subs, notification bell, all the good stuff. There's links to the mod list I'm using if you want to check that out down there as well. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Social media links, all that good stuff. But yeah, wow. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. And I will see you for some Fallout 4 tomorrow around about 8 o'clock, which would be cool. So, until then, I'll see you next time. Night, folks. Thank you all for hanging out. See ya.